Hey guys, it's me, Sal. Today I'm going to show you how to script. So the first thing you want to do is open up Roblox Studio and make sure you're in the View tab. Once you're here, make sure three things are on: Explorer, Properties, and Output. Output's important for scripting because it tells you if there's an error or if you're trying to print something. Printing is basically sending a message. So first, you're going to want to make a script. In this script, you're gonna do whatever you want in this hello world section. It does say something, so you could basically change that to whatever you want. So first thing is properties. So in Roblox, there's these things called properties, appearance, data. What I really want you to focus on is the appearance. You change the color, you change transparency, and you could also have brick. There's also something called anchor. If it's anchored, it's floating. If I unanchor it, it falls down. And we'll make a brick. Now, drag the script inside seal brick. Currently, we haven't told the script to do anything. So, thing you want to do is script dot parent. A parent is the parent of an object. So the thing that's holding an object. The child is the thing that's below an object. So over here we have seal brick. The seal brick is below workspace, but script is the child to seal brick, but workspace is the parent to seal brick. So what we can do is do script.parent dot transparency equals any number you want. So if we go into here, we test, the brick becomes transparent. However, it's still there, but we only change the transparency, so you can't see anymore. So how do you want to, let's say, change multiple things at once? Well, you just go to the next line. Script.parent dot brick color is brick color dot new. Let's say baby blue. So you don't want to be completely transparent because then you literally cannot see it. But what it does is it sets the brick color called brick color, and there's all of these colors. Brick color.new just makes a new type of brick color. Inside there, you could put whichever brick color you want. So if we press run, it becomes transparent and it becomes baby blue. If you want to add a weight, just do weight with these. So you do that and you could put your time. Don't make it too long because then you're just gonna have to wait forever. Now if you just copy this, but make it, let's say, black. Make it over there, and also make it pink. So you can see the colors changing, but eventually it'll end. You can also do script.parent.anchored. Anchored is false, and this brick will stop floating. Oop, there we go. Now, I want to mess around with the properties real quick and see the second part after. I want you to do is create a function. So to make a function, you type in function and then you name it whatever you want. So what I want seal function to do is it sets the parent transparency and brick color to pink. And yeah, I think that's good. So if we run, nothing happens. Since we haven't called the function, nothing happens. To call a function, you just copy the name and then have these two parentheses. You run out, it becomes pink. So what does this mean for us? We could literally create new functions that we could call over and over again without it being as messy. So let's call this owl. So this will make it, let's say, purple. Royal purple. So we're gonna wait one, and then we're gonna owl. Loop it a few times, and boom. We're gonna have a looping owl seal block. Well, to a certain extent, at least. I want you to create a function where it makes it unanchored and turns it orange. And also makes it half transparency. Alright, I'm assuming we finished. The script should be something like this, except it's orange. Because I said so. Okay, good. So it should look something like this. Owl, I want it to be staying still because owls could fly. I don't want to be transparent. So, what I'm going to show you is loops. So you could create a while true statement or just a loop. So basically what this does is while true do. True will always be true. So it's always going to happen. It's never going to stop. Or you could literally do 1 equals 1. If 1 equals 1, you have to do in Lua, Roblox, actually, you have to add 2 equals to make a if statement. So while 1 is equal to 1, you do what's in here. I want to do seal. Wait 1 second. And owl. Wait 1 second. If you run, it constantly changes. So now we know how to make a loop. But there's another very important thing, and it's variables. And if you've done math, 6th grade math, I'm pretty sure, you'll know what a variable is. Or you don't even have to, 6th grade math to do it. To make a variable, you just make a name for it. So I'm gonna make it, seals number, and I'm gonna set it to 1. Seals number is 1. But I want owls number to be 69,420,000. So what can we do? We could use print sound. Now over here, if we do print seals number, and we do print owls number, what's gonna do is it's gonna loop. It's gonna tell to do seal. Seal's gonna get over to here, and it's gonna get to seal's number. The computer knows that seal's number is 1. And the computer also knows owl's number is 469,420. So it's gonna print owl's number and seal's number when each of them hits. So over here, it's gonna constantly print the numbers. So what does this mean? That we have variables. So what we can do is set a bright color. So we could do seal's color equals pink. And we could also set owl's color purple. So when it does a loop, we're gonna do seal. Seal's gonna tell the computer, hey, set the brick color to seal's color. The computer knows what seal's color is because you told what the computer is Seal's number. Not number. Seal's color. Seal's color is pink. Owl's color is purple. So now let's just remove the number. And there, the script works as usual. I'm gonna show you how to do events. Well, it's actually inside the game when an event happens. So we know what functions are. You can make a seal function. We already know what it does. You could call the function. The function does something. But inbuilt events is basically events in the game when something happens. The server tells the script that something happened, and it realizes it and does something. So what we want to do is get the game. So everything in here is a child of the game. So the game dot players dot player added. Alright, when the player's added, connect. Let's do function added player. Let's do new function. Add it over here. So when a new player is added, it connects and it tells this function to happen. So we're gonna add player entered. I would say player entered. That's because player entered the game. So what does this mean? Well, there's a lot of events actually. There's an object browser and it tells you a bunch of things with functions. Inbuilt events, I mean. So that's it. That's some basics of scripting. And yeah. Yeah, okay, Sal, but well, you don't, it doesn't really do anything. You haven't shown me how to, click a button or something. Alright, you know what? I'll show you how to, make a simple click button. So what you want to do, you want to add the script, add a click detector. Inside here, do script.parent.mouse, mouse click, connect function. If you do connect function, you could actually make a function inside the connect instead of having to make a separate function connecting it. Inside here, there's things called parameters, and one of the parameters when mouse clicked is a player. So it tells you which player it is. I'm pretty sure. Actually no, that's with proximate. You know what? Let's do with proximate. Script.parent.triggered connect function, and then here we go, player. So what it does is, let's do print player dot name. Let's also do player dot character dot head. No, let's do humanoid. Let's math dot random. Let's do a number between 1 and 1. And so what this does is, when this is triggered, it tells you what player it is, prints out the player name, and the player, the walk speed becomes a number between 1 and 1. Let's test it out. Alright, we're in the game. There you go. Yeah, see? We're actually getting super fast. Wow. Okay, now we're becoming normal. Okay, I see. Oh, okay, this is really fast. It's really fast. So, basically, that's the basics of events. Yeah. There's also things called inbuilt functions. There's some functions like take damage. So void. Let's do void take damage. Let's do this. every time you press this, you could get random speed, but there's a risk of losing health. Well, you are going to lose health, and there you go. You just oh no, that's bad. Okay, yeah, this is much better. Okay, and if you do this enough, you want to be a gambler. Yeah, well that happens. So that's officially the end of the tutorial. Feel free to ask questions. Remember, be very Among Us. Think logically